Feels great to be back after a bit of a hiatus. So, I found these bootlegs of the CCBS system, the character creature building system, that LEGO used for Hero Factory and Bionicle Generation 2. And I've been on a bit of a Bionicle spree recently, looking for deals online and such. So, when I go to a 99-cent store and I see these, I know that I have to pick these up and review them. So, let's take a look at them and compare it to the real deal. Now, just by looking at the packaging, we can already tell that these are not real LEGO, because Hero Factory sets came in bags. So, taking a look at it, if we get Furno over here, or I don't know what his name is here, but Furno, we can see that it was $3, which is pretty good, I guess. Not really. They're called Metamorphic Invaders. And taking a look at the back, we've got DIY combined, of course. And then we've got another one, and then Inferno. Oh, that's Evo 2.0. Sorry, and then Inferno, and then they have combiner models. Taking a look at the bottom, these are made by Digo Toys in China. Keep the toys clean. Specifications, color, and contents may vary from illustrations. Interesting, and it can be recycled. So, comparing these to Hero Factory and just the CCBS system, just in general, it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, so here's Furno. So I'm going to go ahead and break the seal, and all you hardcore collectors that are like, no, don't break the seal, they're Bionicle. No, they're Hero Factory. They're meant to be played with, or looked at, I guess. Also, they're bootlegs, so you can not complain about it. So taking them out of the packaging, here we have Stormer. Not Stormer, Furno. Sorry. And he looks alright, I guess. I mean, it looks how the set looked, except for that head. He also comes with instructions for the combiner model, which have been bent back there, and then actual instructions for the figure as part of the packaging. So I'm going to take him apart and then rebuild him so that I can get a better experience with this system, specifically this bootleg. Alright, that didn't take too long. So, here's Furno. He's all complete. Oh, sorry. His name is actually Huao Yang. I'm not looking up the way to pronounce that because it's not important to me. I'm calling him Furno. The joints feel good. They feel alright. A bit cheap, but overall they look a bit weird. They look more like plasticky instead of the usual CCBS joints. The head itself, not the helmet, the head, when I first picked it up, it looked 3D printed. That's the feel that I got from it. Due to it being a normal color instead of it being translucent, like the usual Hero Factory sets are. They always have translucent heads. These use a circular socket, like a socket, instead of the original Hero Factory sets where they used the square socket joints that the Bionicle line used in 2007, I think? Please correct me on that. The legs hold up fine. These, what I noticed is that these they're bendy, really bendy. It's really interesting how they're so bendy. It's naked on the back. There's no extra plating. Let me bring out some official parts so that I can compare the two. Thanks. Okay, I should probably talk about that. This specific just socket joint is not too good. It doesn't have that like click to it. Since like the other joints, heck yeah, they have good clicks. Listen to that. But those joints just didn't. So they were a bit odd, definitely. But if I can stand up, let me get some official official parts. All right, for the start of the comparisons, I have these. So let's start off with the heads. So this is the bootleg. This is the official head. They use different joints. This one's circular, this one's more squarish. They have the same mold, exact same face, and everything, just different colors. And of course, different sockets. And if I get one of the helmets, so we'll also use Furno's helmet, and if I put it on his, it fits. That's the main appeal for this, I'm assuming. Like for any collectors, this is the main appeal. The parts are compatible, all of them. The CCBS bones aren't as good, but they're compatible as backups. Now here's the armor. This is the real one, this is the bootleg. They have a different click. Shoot, they have a different little click. Bootleg, real. The connectors there look very different. A bit of a difference on the back. Got the 5. And then here's how they sound against real sockets. Bootleg, then the real. There's the difference. I mean, yeah. So, finally, the real foot and the bootleg foot. Small. Also, I think it's a slightly different shade of red. This one's a bit pinker, and this one's a bit darker. Yeah, you can see it when they're like that. But they have different types of joints. This one's like a open socket, like actually open. This one is closed off. And here's how they sound against the CCBS bone, the real one. Here's the real, and here's the fake. Now, I could make one more comparison about the way that the real bones sound on the fake bones. These are fake. This one's real. They still sound good, and more importantly than the stupid sound is it's nice and tight. It is very tight. That's good. That's good. And vice versa. Oh, that's not nice. And it's a bit loose. It's manageable. So, yeah. Let me get another one out. Alright, so here I have deconstructed apparently Wing Hao and Shuazhong, or Evo 2.0 Inferno, and I'm gonna go ahead and make this combiner model. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the time lapse, and it'll be done in a jiffy. See you then. Alright, so this is how the combiner shows up, and here's how it looks. It looks like the image, other than a few color differences, mainly the purple instead of the blue instead of the purple, and the gunmetal gray and gray instead of red and yellow. Also, they didn't give you a yellow hand. Alright. Taking a look at this guy, I'm going to assume that he, like, flies or something because of these things up here. Either that or those are turrets, use your imagination or something. His arms are fine. They look a tad bit bare up here, but I mean, you get what you get. The legs use a ton of smaller armor pieces. The back is just completely naked. It mainly uses Evo 2.0's body and head. So, and I don't know what to say. There's just a lot to say. He's got McDonald's color scheme going on. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. And if I try to stand him, he usually falls over. The only thing is that this joint is loose. If I were to stand him, this can go straight. This one, it's barely working because it's on camera. But if I try to get him into like a relatively good pose or something, see, that's falling. It doesn't stay up. Barely any friction. If I were to get him into a relatively cool pose, and I put him over here, he doesn't stand. Either this guy's too heavy, or they don't have enough friction. Especially because they all use this one, which I just showed. It doesn't even go on. Like, it doesn't make the sound. And that's usually a good point if you want to know if these things click or not. So, you kind of just have to work with this. I mean, it looks correct, but if I get him and I compare him next to Stormer, if I can even get him to stand up straight. So, there he is, standing. He better not fall. Compared to Stormer. He's just a bit taller, mainly because of the additional single connection. Bone. Sorry, CCBS. So, yeah, that's something. Also, I didn't even realize this until just now, but these have a Technic pin, so that's cool. People People are desperate for Bionicle. This is in Hero Factory. This is the reason why we buy these. I bought them. So yeah, I didn't want to end it off like that. Where was it? Let me take a look at the other one. Since I have the other manual for the other combiner model, I need to know it. Just over here somewhere. Here it is. Of course, I don't have the... Well, I do have the parts for it, but I don't have the time for that. It's another video. Here's the other one. They kept Breeze's name, which I can't believe it, but they changed Stormer's name. I already took a look at this combiner model. It's alright. It's alright. That's all I have to say. It's not bad, it's not good. It's alright. It does its job as a combiner model, an additional thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. These are compatible with CCBS. I just need to put that out there. I'm probably rephrasing it a lot, but they're compatible. So let me put this guy back up. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Alright, so I thought it would be cool to have them all out, since yes, I did buy like 4 of them, maybe 5, but I don't know, they're serviceable. To be fair, if you look at them from a far distance, they look alright, they look good enough. I wanted to do some quick size comparisons so that you guys would have a good understanding of the scale that we're working with here. So, starting off, let's take out Evo 2.0, and then let's put Bionicle Stars Takanuva. Here's how he scales with the rest of them. And if you give me a moment, something else. Sure, we'll go with this. Here's the scale. The rest of them. Take out Natalie Breeze. Here's how they scale next to Marvel Legends. And yeah. Now, in case you want more scaling, here's how they scale next to a 3.75-inch Clone Trooper. Alright, well, that's pretty much it. At least my Takanuva's joints didn't break. Although, he didn't break. Yeah. I also have this one. There's no point in keeping it in the package. I'm going to open it and use it for parts. Although, let me compare something real quick. One thing I noticed is that the gunmetal that they use is a bit different. So, taking a look at these, this is the bootleg, this is real. They're different. They're close enough, though, to the point where they can come off as actual parts. But the hand connectors are something else. Actually, something else. A whole additional finger. If I can get it to focus. There we go. A whole additional finger. Can't believe it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. So, if you guys can find these for a... You know what? No. If you need to scratch that itch for Bionicle, or something like that, then yeah, go for these. But if you're fine, but maybe you want additional parts for like a mock or something, then yeah, go for it. Get these so that it's at least cheaper than getting brick length. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.